sports fans? This is Robert with WTP Sports Dudes here live this Thursday evening, ready for another Thursday night forecast where we're going to be talking about the NFL's Thursday night football, also week 8 in college football as we get prepared for coming up soon. We're going to have the college football playoffs first ranking for this year. Hopefully, we can get some good results and get some of our teams that's on this channel in that discussion to be in the college football playoffs. I'm here this evening with my man FanDuel Zaya of the FanDuel Zaya podcast. He looked like he might be in a haunted house, y'all. How you feeling this evening, FanDuel?
Man, I'm good, man. Feeling good, feeling good. Hey, it's a nice little night out here, man. You know what I mean? The straight jacket, hoodie weather. This is my type of weather. But y'all know what it is. We are back with another banger.
Back with another banger. We also got our man Post Game for the Post Game 86 podcast with us this evening. How you feeling, Post Game?
What matchups we got this weekend? It's so exciting to be a college football fan right now. How y'all doing, my brothers?
Doing good, doing good, doing good. Well, we know we got that USC Notre Dame matchup, so I know you're excited about that.
For sure.
We also got our man SEC Sean. I gotta have my man SEC Sean in here with me because these other dudes are like these daggone Big Ten stuff. They be talking too much trash, and I gotta have somebody to get my back. And I got my man SEC Sean. Who else better to get my back than my man SEC Sean? How you feeling this evening?
You know, we good. We're always just good. It's a Thursday night. We got a game tonight. We got a slate of games this weekend. Man, you know, got to keep it locked down. I mean, the SEC going to be battling it, but yeah, we got to fight all these Big Ten dudes up here. That's just what it is.
Yeah, that is what it is, right? Man, I'm excited to be here this evening. We also got our man Mossberg of Level Up Sports 10 in the house with us tonight as well. How you feeling, Mossberg?
Feeling pretty good. We got about 20, 25 minutes till kickoff, of course. It's good to see you in here as well, Sean. SEC Sean, post-game as well. Feeling pretty good, just out and about, getting some side work done, some painting done. That's why I'm sitting down on a paint can right now, just tuned in and definitely ready to get some talking in this evening.
For sure. Well, let's go ahead and get into the NFL action tonight. We got the 4-1 Pittsburgh Steelers traveling here to Ohio to play the 2-4 Cincinnati Bengals. The Steelers are favored by 5.5. Our man Parlay Poe is at the game this evening, so he might jump on the stream from Bengal Stadium. The over and under is 44.5. What's your thoughts about this game? Will Mossberg and T1's Bengals pull off a win tonight at home against the Steelers?
You know what? I'm rolling with the Steelers, man. The Bengals got to show me, man. You know, I still listen. I still think they can make the playoffs, even if they drop the game, though, because I think the experience of Joe Flacco, you still got them receivers. I think he know how to get the ball out of his hands. So I'm gonna look for them to keep on building. This is second week. I'm gonna look forward to them keep on building, but I think they can get that offense back up and running to an explosive enough to be able to do something. But I just think the Steelers, that defense, Aaron Rodgers, his numbers don't look great, but he been playing very well. I just think the Steelers is going to be too much for him.
But this game is going to come down to which quarterback can stay awake. Because it's going to end past both their bedtimes.
Ah.
Like that.
I like the Bengals. I don't like them in this game. I could be surprised. I mean, Flacco, he's had a full week of practice now. He only had what? He got there, last Wednesday? So he's had time. He's gotten a little bit more. I'm sure he learned a little bit more of the system. Cincinnati's got the receivers. If all Flacco got to do is get him the ball. The problem is the same thing I've been saying all year long. They have to run the ball. And if they can't find their running game, as much as I hate to say it, I don't see them as a playoff team. You've got to at least have the threat to run the ball. And right now they just don't have it. And Trey Hendrickson out tonight too. Now give me the Steelers. Give me the Steelers to cover.
Yeah, fellas, in the NFL, freaky things happen on Thursday night. And this is a Thursday night game. I really like the Steelers to win this division, but I think they're going to slip up tonight, and the Bengals are going to upset the Steelers. Why? I like what I've saw thus far from Joe Flacco and his chemistry with those receivers. Now, I do agree with SEC Sean. The Bengals have to run the ball to be successful tonight. The Steelers have a good defense, but they've been vulnerable against the run thus far. And plus, I just like Jamar Chase, man. I think he's the best player in football, probably the most talented also. So I'm going to take the Bengals in the upset tonight.
Man, listen. Oh, man. So much crazy stuff happened in the NFL, man. You might be right post game. This is a conference game or divisional game. I mean, even a conference game too. The Bengals 2-4. I ain't gonna be able to do it, man. I'm taking the 4-1 Steelers to win this game. I don't know if they're gonna cover though. This might only be a field goal game. But I'm gonna take the Steelers in this one, man, simply because I don't know what Joe Flacco gonna be able to do. I mean, he could do nothing at Cleveland, even though he got some better receivers at the Bengals. Is he really gonna be able to do anything? I don't think so. I'm gonna go with the Steelers in this one.
I like what the SEC Sean said about it being past the bedtime. Then you got, the craziest things happen on Thursday night. It's me. I'm Houday. Joe Moss, Joe Burrow, Joe Flacco. We gonna rule this jungle tonight at home. Chase Brown is definitely gonna get it going on the ground. As we know, Pittsburgh is a little shaky when it comes to that run defense. And tonight is going to be the night at Cincinnati get the bite. And I think with having Jamar Chase, having the weapons that we have, Flacco and the experienced Super Bowl champion. Of course, we want to have Joe Burrow there, but Flacco's there. The Joe connection in Cincinnati is going to make way for us to not just get a win tonight, but to get in the playoffs. And I think I'm going to stay firm in that, and I'm going to stay high. When it comes to that division, we can still win the division. We win tonight, that's an A+ for us, and we still got to build and get a win. So I think we win tonight. We shock everyone on this Thursday night, prime time, why Parlay Poe is in the jungle. Hopefully everything goes well after we get the win tonight, but I just feel we got a good chance of winning tonight with Joe Flacco's experience, him getting the ball out early, and our defense without Trey Hendrickson, having back the most solid rookie, I think, at the defensive end position. I think having him back, I think that's going to be great for us. Seeing Stewart out there on the field, I've been waiting for it off this injury, so just ready to get for the game tonight. Definitely tuned in for it.
Yeah, let's switch up gears and go to two games we got tomorrow night in college football. We got Louisville traveling to number 2 Miami, who's favored by 13.5. The over and under is 49.5. That's not a whole lot of points for these two teams. Can Louisville go into Miami and give them a game, or do y'all think Miami is just way too superior for this Louisville Cardinal team?
I'll jump on this one first real quick.
Yep, we go.
If Miami plays their style and keeps it a little bit more defensive, Miami should win and cover. Louisville needs this to get up they need to get up and down the field on Miami. They need to go up and down. I don't think Louisville's defense can hold up with Miami's. Just the way I see it, I think this is a straight. There's no way I'd touch 13.5 points. But I like Miami in this game. I'd probably take the over though, just because I think Miami can put up 30, 35. So I'd probably take the over, but yeah, give me Miami, especially at home.
Miami, I like this Miami team. I think week in, week out, when they get games where the spread is a certain way, or it's questions, they come out on the field and they answer those questions. And I believe they got a young receiver, how we witnessed Ryan Williams come on the scene last year and Malachi Tony come on the scene this year. He actually should still be walking the halls and playing football in high school. So to see him doing what he's doing, along with the just having Beck, I think having him in that young nucleus, I think Miami gets the job done. Not that Louisville's not a team that will give them a fight. Like you said, if they get up and down the field, it could definitely be some point score. But I think Miami's defense up front, I think they're different, need to get a lot more recognition. So I got Miami and the points and the over, because I think they can definitely put the score up in this one if they get loose on that defensive front.
Okay, we on Louisville. Yeah, okay, I feel you, Moss. I'm with Moss, man. I think Miami covered. I do not think Miller Moss is gonna have no time. Uh, only chance they gonna have is if Isaac Brown can get off in this game, and I don't think he can get off. This is one of the best fronts in college football, so I'm going Miami to cover that spread as well.
Yeah, Zay, you said it, my man. I think the difference, and I don't want to sound cliche-ish, but I think the difference in this game is truly going to be the trenches. And Miami has a mega advantage in those areas. So I expect Miami to punish Louisville on Friday night. I'm taking the overs too.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the over in this game. I think that Miami can definitely score enough points, and they'll probably give up a late score or something to Louisville once the game is out of hand and mess around and get this over. Do they cover the 13.5? I believe so. I just don't think that Louisville's going to be able to keep up with Miami, especially the defensive front that we've all talked about. They are legit, legit, legit. I got Miami winning this game, covering that 13.5, and going over the 49.5. Another Friday night game, we got number 25, Nebraska, traveling to Minnesota. Even though they're on the road, Nebraska, they are favored by 6.5. The over and under is 47.5. What's your thoughts on this game? Will Nebraska be able to keep their winning streak going and possibly be one of the teams contending for the championship in the Big Ten?
Tough. This is tough for me. I like this Nebraska team. I haven't seen them play really the whole season. But at home against Minnesota, going on the road, against Minnesota is going to be tough. Minnesota's going to have that environment, and Minnesota's going to come out to play. I'm gonna go Minnesota in the upset. Being at home, I think they're going to have some different uniforms on. I think Minnesota definitely comes out, keeps Nebraska from having hopes of playing in that Big Ten championship. I don't know, Zay. It's kind of, I don't watch the Big Ten as much. I watch enough, but this is a game I'm gonna try to tune in to for sure as much as I can. I think Minnesota could get them at home.
Yeah, well, You know what I mean? Nebraska got to win this game, so I'm a roll with Nebraska. It's a must-win situation for them. You know, they a one-loss team, one loss in conference. You know, they got USC later on in Iowa. Them the only games that they should be worried about for real on the schedule. But as far as these two teams, I mean, I think they got better talent. They are on the road, but Rayola ain't been playing well for real these last couple of weeks. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of iffy on Nebraska right now. He been giving the ball up too much for me. So I'm gonna still roll with Nebraska. Uh, I think it's gonna be a close one. What was the spread on it?
6.5. 6.5.
Yeah, they might not cover. They might squeak out of there. They squeaked out against Maryland by 3 points last week, you know,
Right.
and Rayola gave up like 3 picks. So I mean, if Minnesota can win some turn, that Minnesota defense is all right. It's solid. It's decent.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna roll with Nebraska because I want to see them keep on winning, and I want them to get to that USC game, and that game will be a real high caliber impact game on college football playoff
Yeah.
implications. So I'm a stick with Nebraska on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Nebraska. Nebraska to me is one of those teams that nobody really hates and nobody really like fully loves. And you're either a Husker fan, but it's just kind of one of those teams that you kind of root for them for some reason. You want to see them be good. I mean, Nebraska in the past was a good program. I think I agree with Zay and Moss both. I mean, Nebraska should win. I think they cover. I think. I mean, I don't see the quarter. I don't see having 3 more picks in the game. So we'll see what happens. But I think if he plays more up to his ability, I think they cover. I think Matt Rule wants to win this game. I think Matt Rule's going to be the next head coach at Penn State. And I think he's trying to boister to get as much money as he can by winning as many games as he can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll with y'all on this pick. I'm gonna pick Nebraska and Rayola. I I Rayola got a lot of hype coming into the season. And I really haven't been too impressed with him, man. I don't like the comparisons to Pat Mahomes. I'm more of a be yourself type of guy, but I'm gonna take Nebraska in this game on the road, correct?
They're on the road.
I'm not picking on the cover.
Yeah. I mean, didn't Ohio State just beat the snot out of Minnesota 42-3?
Yeah, that's Ohio State though.
Ohio State's beat the snot out of everybody they've played, so that don't really count.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this. You can't score no points? 3 points? Come on, man. There's some bums. There's some bottom dwellers in the Big Ten. Nebraska about to beat them dudes. They're going to cover the 6.5. And them bum Minnesota dudes might as well go ahead and try to go into the group of 6 if they think they're going to ever make the college football playoffs. Get rid of them bums. I got Nebraska covering, winning, and beating the snot out of the freaking Minnesota Golden Gophers. Bottom dwellers in the Big Ten.
Hey, now if I get started, you started it. Okay, you started it. Well, we gonna mention that. We gonna catch it in the mode right now. You started it.
If they're not bottom dwellers, what are they?
He ain't gonna
Hey,
lay off of
they
it.
got more championships than a lot of people in the SEC.
Listen, we're
Look
talking
it up.
about 2025. We're not talking about in the 30s and the 40s, bro. Remember,
Now you moving the goalposts because you do this all the time.
How many they got in your age time?
Hey, you do this all the time. Okay, you moving the goalposts.
Okay, well let's move on, man, because Minnesota's some bottom dwellers, bro. Our man Poe trying to come in, but he must be having some difficulties inside that stadium. So let's go
he
to
in
the next
Cincinnati.
man. Did everybody get to cover that Minnesota, Nebraska?
Yeah, we all good.
All right, cool. Well, let's go talk about number 10 LSU traveling to Nashville to play number 17 ranked Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is favored in this game by 2.5 points. The over and under is 49.5. They must be saying that LSU ain't going to score no points. What's your thoughts on this game? Does that look like a good spread to you? And is LSU being disrespected?
I mean, up to this point, when you think about it, Vanderbilt's offenses look better than LSU's, and I think more consistent. So respectfully, the spread, I guess, is what it is. I'm a fan of Noose. If this LSU offense get going, I'm gonna go with LSU. I know Vandy's at home. This is a tough team, and this is another. My bad, Zay. I'm gonna have to say it. Another SEC banger. Going with LSU and the points.
Yeah, man, I'm going LSU too, man. Vanderbilt ain't played diddly squat. You know, they ran into Bama last week and they lost as soon as they met a team that was something. You know, I guess Vandy got. I heard that Vandy got one of the statistically they got one of the best rushing offenses in the country. But you get those type of numbers when you play diddly squat. You know, Utah States of the world, South Carolina, they didn't play nobody. Georgia State, who did they play? So, I mean, I'm not too impressed by LSU. You know, post game been ringing about this LSU offense from week one. He said it ain't nothing. You know, it look dysfunctional. He's been saying it from week one. We're probably going to see that again. So we're going to see maybe a low scoring game. They probably won't, whatever the points is, they probably won't cover it. But I'm taking LSU. They the underdog. What is the spread? 2.5?
2.5, Vandy.
Yeah, just go ahead. Anybody that's gambling, play the money line LSU.
I'm with y'all. I hate to, rely on Brian Kelly to get something done. I just know what happens with his teams most of the time. But I do think LSU plays enough defense to win this game. I think, they said it. I haven't been impressed with this offense at all, but I don't think they're going to need a lot of offense to win this game. I think their defense is going to control the tempo of this game, and they'll get a victory in a low-scoring game. I got LSU.
I got LSU. Vanderbilt has played one team with any semblance of a defense, and they got beat. LSU's got a pretty good defense. Little weird fact, this is the first time Vanderbilt has been the favorite over LSU since 1948.
Jeez, bottom dweller.
That was like at the end of World War II.
Jeez, bottom dweller. Moss,
Yeah.
where the horn at?
So I'm going to go with LSU. I don't trust their offense, but I trust their defense enough to make enough stops to stop the Vanderbilt offense. So you're right, though. It's a straight money line LSU. Don't even touch the points. Don't touch the spread. Don't nothing. Just don't touch the over and under. Just straight money line this game.
Man, I'm telling you right now, Vanderbilt gave Alabama a better game than what that score was. They just turned the ball over in the red zone twice. LSU has no offense. Unless they get an offense rolling, Vanderbilt's going to win this game. Because if LSU cannot score any points, that means you're allowing Diego Pavia to stick around, and eventually he's going to make enough plays to beat you by 3. That's why the spread is only 2.5 in favor of Vanderbilt. I'm picking the Vanderbilt Commodores to upset number 10 LSU because they need to fall out of the top 10 because I don't think they're deserving of that ranking with such a putrid offense. I think I said that right.
Sound good to me.
Next up, we got number 12, Georgia Tech, traveling to Duke. Duke is favored in this game, y'all, by 1.5, which is pretty much a pick 'em. The over and under is 60.5. What's your thoughts on this game? Can Duke win at home and send Georgia Tech packing and not having a possibility of making the college football playoffs?
I like Georgia Tech in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a close game, and I trust. I don't know about trust, but I like Haynes King to make a play if need be, and that's where I'm giving the edge to. You asked me straight up on a wagering app with a betting app. I ain't touching it. Nope, not touching this game at all. Staying way away from it. But I do like Georgia Tech to win. Plus, I think Georgia Tech has more to play for. You know, a loss here could pretty much derail everything they've built so far. I mean, they still have a good season, but it would kind of derail what they want at the end.
Man, like it's crazy for me because as you said what you said, I thought about some things and Hayes King and the type of season he's having to go through and push through what he's been going through this year. This Duke team is stingy at home late in the season. You know, that's the scary thing about this game. And, you know, when Georgia Tech played at home against Clemson, it was rough early and they came out on top. But I think in this one, Duke is rough early and comes out on top. It puts a little stop to these Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and their playoff hopes and the possibilities of an ACC title as well. So I think Duke could come in and get an upset at home. I think they could be ready for this game as they was last year. I forget who they played late in the season around this time and got an upset, but I'm going with Duke at home.
Yeah, I'm with Moss, man. I'm going Duke, man. Listen, Georgia Tech, they won. They beat Colorado, Clemson, and Wake Forest all by less than a touchdown. They like dog fights, and when you happen to like dog fights, eventually you lose one. You know, and this is the one. And the reason why I think they lose it though is because what I've seen from this Duke team since the Tulane game, they've been rolling. You know, they've been rolling since the Tulane game. So, man, I'm thinking Mensa gonna go off on them, man. I'm going Duke. I don't think this Georgia Tech team, really been battle. They're not really battle tested. They playing another team on the same level of a Colorado and a Wake Forest, and they just so happen to be on the road against a team that I think is rolling. So I think they're gonna lose.
Man, y'all, I want to pick Duke so bad. I really do. But I'm going to I think King, until that dude just plays football. I can't even explain how he plays football, but I love it. And I don't think that Duke has enough to keep me from picking King, man. I just like that kid. That dude is all heart, all guts. And, man, I heard a lot of people say that he's actually donating his body to college football. So I want to pick Duke, but I'm going to pick Georgia Tech.
Hey, post game, I consider Haynes King and his play type like Mayhem off the commercials.
Yeah, definitely.
See back home, Back home, we got a name for what kind of style he plays. And it's every kid that comes out of this certain little region, and we call it Beast, Texas. And that's that deep east, Piney Woods, Longview, Lufkin, Carthage, Gilmer. Them boys are built different down there, and that's just how they're trained and how they're taught.
Hey, Mayhem looking for car accidents.
That's the same thing with Haynes King. Anything he can run into, over, around, or under, or whatever, and get run over, he don't care.
They don't care.
Yeah, Georgia Tech might play in a lot of close games, man. But the fact that they got the guy, Haynes King, who was not going to allow this team to lose, man. And if it's a close one and it's on his shoulders, I'm going with Haynes King 100 out of 100. And I think this is going to be a game that's going to be close. And in the end, I think Georgia Tech gets the win, man. I'm going with Georgia Tech to beat Duke at home, even though Duke has been playing pretty well. They got a good defensive-minded coach. But I think Haynes King and his team is going to pull out the victory in the end, even if it's on that last possession. If they got to get a score, and if they don't have the last possession, their defense going to seal it for them. I'm taking Georgia Tech in the win over Duke.
Hey, let me ask Moss, though. I think SEC Sean picked Duke, too. Y'all really think, though, if they lose this game, they're out of the playoff?
I picked Georgia Tech, but I don't – it's not that they're necessarily out of the playoff. I just think this is one of those games that a team like Georgia Tech, it kind of would remind me of an A&M from last year. Lost a game, and then it just kind of spiraled downwards from there for you. And, one led to two, and two led to three. And then the next thing you know, you're out the playoffs chilling.
I don't think if Georgia Tech was to lose, their playoff hopes are over with. They still got Georgia on the schedule. And with one loss, they could still make the ACC championship game.
Facts.
Maybe
They
even
could punch
two
their
losses.
ticket.
Yeah, I think it's the same way. I mean, it's going to be a big loss. For me being Duke, not unranked, and we seen a lot of teams when they lose to the unranked. But being in the ACC, we don't really get too much as it is. We get a lot of flack. So I think if Georgia Tech loses this one, I think it's going to be costly. I think it's going to be very costly. The fact that Duke is unranked, and it might waver their season in a different way. That's the only thing. They lose it, I think it's going to hurt them more than it will help.
Well, I mean, you got to look at it. If Duke does beat them, right now, Georgia Tech, Virginia, Duke, SMU, and Miami are the undefeateds left in the conference. So if Duke beats them, they've got the head-to-head if it comes to a tiebreaker for the championship game if they win out.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to get real tricky in the ACC for real, because some of these teams a lot of these teams don't run into each other. Like Georgia Tech don't play Virginia, So if they both win out, Miami win out. Oh no, do Miami play Virginia?
I can't
Let me check real
remember.
quick.
I didn't look at. Can you check that SEC, John? And that's the thing about mention that they don't play a lot of the teams that normally play each other in the way it is going this season, where, of course, the playoff, we're trying to figure out if it's going to be 3 ACC teams or 3 Big Ten or 3 SEC. That's why I was saying the possibility of 3 ACC teams because of the fact that they not playing each other this year, which is crazy to me in the type of year that all these teams are having.
Yeah, I'm switching my pick, man. I'm going Georgia Tech. I want them to win out. I want Miami to win out, and I want Virginia to win out, and I want to see what happens.
Virginia and Duke, neither one play Miami.
Yeah, and neither one of them play each other, right?
Yes, they do.
I want all 3 of them to win out. I just want to see chaos.
Virginia is at Duke, the third is that? The third to last game of the season.
Yeah, and the only thing I was thinking about that Virginia had tough call with was being at Cal. That's before Duke. That's like 2 weeks before the Duke game.
Hey, Moss, you got me on record. I switched my pick to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I got you. That's why I'm just
All right.
moving around, still working on this painting, but I got you. That's why my screen going in and out.
All right, we y'all ready for the next one?
Yes, sir.
We got number nobody and number nobody playing each other. Washington travels to the big house to play Michigan. Michigan is favored by 5.5. The over and under is 50.5. We only put this game on the slate because FanDuel Zaya asked for it. What's your thoughts on this matchup?
Man, I think FanDuel might be saying what I might say, man. After seeing the way this guy been playing since that Ohio State game, that running back and the quarterback, they might could possibly go in a big house and get an upset. But I'm gonna take Michigan at home. I don't know. You know, if you asking me, that's Hayes and Underwood versus Washington's young running back and quarterback. I mean, I like them. They look good, but I'm gonna go with Michigan in this one. It's almost like a pick 'em for me because they both are very good. I do like both of the teams, but I'm gonna go Michigan in this one. Got Jet Life down for his picks too. I got you, Jet Life. Appreciate you
Yeah,
tuning in as
I
well,
mean,
boss.
I asked to put this game on the schedule because this game got Big Ten and playoff implications. You could say rank nobody. We know that the rankings is biased. Why is Washington not ranked, but Vandy is? I just told you Vandy ain't played nobody, but that's here or there. You know, I'm gonna go with Washington as well, man. I think Damon Williams he's in a rhythm. Jonah Coleman still one of the best backs in the country. And Denzel Boston is a problem. And I think that Michigan offense is just on a struggle bus right now. You know, they don't have no bona fide identity. You know, I'm hearing Sharon Moore. He talking like, yeah, he gonna kind of take a page out of the book from when he wasn't coaching, and he gonna let that Maserati Underwood, he gonna let that go and let it drive like a sports car. But I ain't been seeing that. You're not letting a sports car be a sports car. So I mean, I can't go with Michigan because I just don't trust their offense enough, and that secondary is still a cause for concern. You know, that's not a traditional Michigan defense that I usually see in the last 5 to 10 years. That don't remind me of a Michigan defense. That only the jerseys do, but the defense, if you just took off the jerseys and put another emblem on them, I wouldn't think that's a Michigan style defense. So I'm going Washington.
Yeah, I'm going to go Washington. I Michigan, I don't know what happened. I mean, I get they were on the road at US. That just didn't look good last week. I think Washington is dynamic. I think Washington rolls in there and gets the win. I haven't seen enough consistency out of Michigan to say that they can beat a Washington team. Yeah, I don't have much else on this. I think Washington is just too electric and too dynamic, and I think they're just going to put it on Michigan.
Well, I don't even think Justice Haynes is going to play in this game. I think he's still listed as probable. I'm not sure if he's going to go or not. But I'll say this about Michigan. They don't look like the traditional Michigan team. They just don't look like they're controlling the line of scrimmage. That defense is vulnerable. And I think their young quarterback, this is his learning year. He'll be a lot better probably next year. So I'm going to take Washington in this game. I like their explosiveness, and they'll try to position themselves to make a bid for the Players Ball.
Yeah, this game, man, like FanDuel Zaya said, it's going to have some kind of Big Ten implications to it. the loser can go ahead and start trying to play spoiler for the rest of the season and try to spoil some other people's fun. I want to pick Michigan so bad, man, because they're at home, and I feel like this is a game they could win. But if Haynes isn't playing, they still got a good running back, but I don't know who's behind him. Oh man, this is a tough one to pick. I'm really not that high on Washington. I know they got some talent on that team, but I'm really not that high on them. And they still got Michigan favored by 5.5, which means they know something. I tell you one thing: if they lose this game, and I'm talking about Michigan, Sharon Moore, your seat is going to be hotter than the electric chair, buddy, because it's going to be pointed out that, listen, while you were gone, this offense was moving like crazy. You come back 2 weeks in a row, if they have a weak offensive showing, that means it's probably you, buddy. So you might want to start looking for you another coordinator job somewhere else because you might not be head coach material. I'm going to go
Did
with
you say?
Michigan to win this game, but I don't think they're going to cover that 5.5.
Did you say they was out without Hayes at the
There's a
running back
chance he's
position?
not going to play. There's a chance he's
Yeah,
not
he,
going to
he probable, but I don't think he gonna play either.
Man, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and go up there to Seattle with Zay. I'm taking Washington Huskies because their running back's playing, and that quarterback is electrifying, and those guys can move that ball with it in their hands. Give me the Huskies in the big house.
Okay, Huskies in the big house. That's the second person that done changed their pick on two different games. We're going to see. We're going to see. All right, the next game, we got everybody did something on that one, right? Okay, let's go to the next game. We got number 4, Texas A&M, going on the road to play the Arkansas Razorbacks. Texas A&M is favored by 7.5. 7.5, y'all. A really, really good Texas A&M team, ranked 4th in the country. On the road, only favored by 7.5. The over and under 60.5. What's your thoughts on this one? Can Arkansas make this thing interesting, or will they get done the same way Notre Dame did?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm calling a shootout in this game. I think it's gonna be 42-30. I think Texas A&M win though. But I think these offenses is both gonna put up a lot of points. I'm going to over on that game, and they're gonna cover.
I'm riding that wave with you, Zay. I think this Texas A&M team on the road, I think they come out and shake the college football nation, hitting on all cylinders, offensively, defensively, special teams. Because it's a lot of people that's questioning your Aggies SEC shine. I don't know why, but I kind of wonder too. But I think this the game they put all that to silence and they come out and like I said, they hit on all cylinders, and that 60.5 with that over is going to be a barn burner. But I think A&M definitely come out on top for sure, and they cover.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because they've been playing all these mid SEC offenses, you know, and when we seen them play Notre Dame, what happened? 40 piece. You know what I'm saying? We talking about these 3 for 28 on third down or something, but they've been playing mid. That's all.
Post game.
My bad, fellas. Uh,
Nah, you good. You good.
I listen, man. I think it's Alabama, and I think it's Texas A&M. I think those are the best two teams in the SEC this season, and I expect that to show Saturday against Arkansas. Arkansas doesn't have any kind of defense. Uh, they want to score. They want to score a lot. I don't think Texas A&M should fall for that trap. I think they need to bring their defense play solid on the defensive side of the ball, and that offense is going to do what it wants to do. So I got Texas A&M, but I think it's a little closer than what people think.
Man, this game ain't even gonna be close, dude. Listen, Texas A&M, even though they might not have their best running back, they still got a stable of guys that can carry the load for them. Arkansas is not going to be able to stop their pass game. They're not going to be able to stop their run game. They got good enough athletes to keep Taylor Green in check. There's no way Arkansas is going to be able to do anything. Now, they got the home field, and it's going to be ruckus. But, man, they don't have the talent out there on that field. There's no way that they're not going to lose by more than that 7.5 to Texas A&M, who I believe is really close to being the best team in the SEC. Them and Alabama is vying for that top spot. But I got Texas A&M thumping the skull of Arkansas in this game because they got a better defense and they got a better offense. And Arkansas ain't got neither one outside of Taylor Green. So I'm going with Texas A&M.
Hey, Kev, if you watching, can you please text me 46-minute mark so I know when to clip and send back to the chat of what Rob just said so I can have my Carfax ready about how mid the SEC is.
Why can't you clip it yourself?
I said send me the 46-minute mark so I can remember where to go to so I can clip it and send it to the chat.
Good deal.
I guess. I mean, I guess that's just what it's going to be with Zay. The SEC going to be mid forever with him, but that's fine. We deal with it.
Oh, hey, I took my shots already. I took mine.
Hey,
No, let's not start doing that.
Well, trust me, I've heard it. Trust me. That's fine, though. Everybody says that. That's fine. We can be mid. That's fine. I don't know about this game. This game scares the hell out of me. This is a trap game in a heartbeat. Down Arkansas team, LSU at night on the horizon next week. This is where people don't. This is why people question A&M. Yeah, they've handled business, 6-0. But now you're going on the road. Now, granted, you went on the road to Notre Dame. You survived by a fluke. Game should have probably gone to overtime. It is what it is. You got the win no matter what. But this game, go back and look at the history of this series over the past, since A&M came into the SEC. Almost every one of these games is a one-score game with some fluky play that changes it. You had the quarterback for Arkansas try to dive over the goal line, had it punched out, and A&M returned it 98 yards for a touchdown. Flipped the whole momentum in that game. There's just some fluky play that happens, and this is the first time, and I want to say maybe since COVID. Well, COVID wasn't off because they'd been playing at Jerry's World until that year. But this is going to be the first real time that they're going back and forth, home and home. Fayetteville's a weird place to play. I think Elko will have them ready. I think A&M can win, but this game scares the hell out of me. I do agree. I see a shootout. But not probably quite as high as Zay does. I've got it more 45-28, somewhere in that range. I don't think Arkansas can stop A&M at all. The two things that travel in football, defense and running game. A&M has both of them. Granted, the level of competition we face so far hasn't been the greatest, but defense did what they were supposed to do. You know, the key in this game is going to be who wins third down. Arkansas is the number 3 ranked team on offense on third down efficiency, and A&M is the number 1 defense on third down efficiency. Who wins third down is what's going to determine this game. But I'll take A&M to win.
Jet Light said, SEC Sean don't sound confident. Nope. And they known for blowing games like this. Right. I'm switching from going I'm going with Arkansas or Petrino Magic. Okay.
The problem is Petrino Magic only works on one side of the ball. That defense can't stop nobody. So I expect A&M. I'm gonna go ahead and call it right now. The running back for A&M, number 4, Reuben Owens, will go for over 150 rushing in this game.
Reuben Owens.
I hope we see a F around and find out moment from Texas A&M. I really do, because I think it's a one team league right now. Worse than 2.
We'll see.
I guess.
We'll see. Next up, we got number 5 Ole Miss traveling to Athens to play number 9 Georgia. Georgia's favored in this game by 7.5. The over and under is 54.5. What's your thoughts on this game? Can Ole Miss show and prove why they should be ranked number 5 in the country?
Nope, I think Ole Miss is going to be proven to be frauds in this game. Another team that ain't really played nobody. You know, they about to travel to Georgia, and we can say, well, I can say what I want about Georgia. But one thing I'm not going to remove from them is they know how to win football games. I don't think that offense is good. I think that defense is good enough to where they're going to be in contention to make the playoffs late in the year and possibly be in the SEC championship. But I'm not impressed with neither one of these teams, just to be all the way 100% with y'all. But I'm so unimpressed with Ole Miss. I think they're going to get torched in this game. I think Georgia about to do whatever they want to do with them.
Georgia. I think Georgia lost this game last year, if I'm not mistaken. Now, that was at Ole Miss, of course.
Yeah, they did.
Last week, if this game was being played last week, I would have picked Ole Miss. This week, after seeing what Ole Miss did against a brutal Washington State team, I know Georgia's better than Washington State. Now, again, was Ole Miss looking ahead? Who knows? I'm not going to say that, but you know, I think at home, I think Georgia beats them, and I think Georgia beats them pretty bad. I mean, I think Georgia wins by 2 scores easy. So, I think Ole Miss is just going to be like, there's no other way to say it. This is going to be the game that sends Ole Miss on their typical spiral as a fraud.
Fellas, I said it in the preseason. I felt like if Mississippi was going to be a playoff contender, their chance was last year. I think that Mississippi is faking for some reason. I just do. Last week they didn't impress me at all. I think they have a much more talented team than the way they played and who they played. And I just like Georgia at home. I like Kirby Smart, and I think he's going to outcoach Pippen in this game come Saturday. So I like Georgia. Mississippi faking.
Yeah, I like Georgia in this game too. I can't see Georgia losing another home game this soon after losing to Alabama at home. I got Georgia winning this game. I think that it's going to show and prove that Ole Miss had a nice little run against those teams that are nobodies, but once they start playing some of the SEC teams that got some talent, they're gonna fold up. I got Georgia winning this game, covering that 7.5. Am I gonna go over the 54.5? I'm not quite sure about that because I don't know if Georgia has that kind of offense to score enough points, and I don't think Ole Miss is going to be able to score enough points to get it over that 54.5. So I'm going to go with the under on that one. But I got Georgia winning this game by double digits for sure. Next up, we got number 11, Tennessee, traveling to number 6, Alabama. Alabama's favored by 7.5 at home. The over and under is 59.5. We are really starting to see in the SEC some of the games that I believe some of those fans of the Big Ten want to see if these teams are really as good as the rankings are showing them. But we always talks about in the chat, it's going to play itself out. And I think these games are starting to play themselves out with Ole Miss traveling to Georgia and now Tennessee traveling to Alabama. All of these teams are ranked in the top 11. We're going to start to see some movement and see some of the SEC falling back. But what's your thoughts on this game? Number 11, Tennessee, traveling to number 6, Alabama.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Bama, and I think this is another blowout in the SEC slate this weekend. Uh, Tennessee can't stop a nosebleed. That offense can put up some points, but I think Alabama's defense is sturdy and stiff enough, and they've been cleaning up things in their rushing defense to where I think they can slow down Tennessee's rushing attack enough to get a separation. And when I mean blowout, in the SEC, if you win by 2 touchdowns, that's a blowout. You know what I mean? Like 24-10, that's a blowout, because we ain't getting you're not getting crazy scores in the SEC. So I'm saying Bama win something like 32-16, 32-20. It ain't gonna be a crazy 42-10 or nothing, but it's gonna be a blowout.
I think it's closer. I'm not. The main reason is Alabama has struggled to run the ball when Jam Miller's out, and he's questionable. So if he plays, I can see a blowout by Bama. I could see that. If he's questionable or he's limited, Tennessee, I think, can score. They just they can't stop anybody. They're like Arkansas. That's why that game was so high scoring last week between those two. I mean, what was it, 41-34 or something like that? I mean, I think Bama's got a better defense, of course. So I don't know. It just the status on this. I would take Bama, but as far as the points, it would depend if Miller does play or not. If he winds up being ruled out, then I'd almost probably take Tennessee to cover if he's out, and if he's in, Alabama to cover.
Fellas, Simpson might be the Heisman favorite right now, as of today. I really like that Alabama offense and those receivers. I think they're explosive. What I think you'll see in this game is that in the first half, they'll probably trade blows. I'm with SEC Sean and Zay. If Bam Miller doesn't play in this game, I think Alabama will have a fight on his hands. If he plays, I think they'll win easily. But I think in the first half they'll trade blows, and then the second half Alabama will pull away. I really like Bama in this game, so I'm gonna take them.
Yeah, the only way I can see Tennessee winning this game is if they get a nice, comfortable lead in the first half and Alabama have to fight from behind. I really do believe it's going to be a close game, though, because Alabama's run game is not going to be there without Jam Miller. Their pass game is dynamic, but it really is predicated on if they can run the football. Tennessee has absolutely no defense, but they can score some points. So I think this game is going to be closer than maybe that 7.5. I think they get over that 59.5 though. This game is going to probably be, both teams are probably going to be in the 30s, 38, 30, 35, 38, 34. Something like that. Man, I really wish Bama could put it on Tennessee, though, because I think Tennessee is fraudulent, too. and I would hate to see them get into the college football playoffs with that defense and then mess around and get to playing somebody and they got to go on the road to that other team's home field and then they get dusted like they got dusted last year at Ohio State and make the SEC look bad. So I'm hoping that Alabama can put it on them, but I think this game is going to be close. And FanDuel Zaya, I want you to tell T1 what you just told us about these scores in the SEC, because he thinks for some odd reason the SEC just be blowing out some bums in the SEC, but the style of play in the SEC is more of a 24-10 kind of a matchup. So I want you to tell your boy T1 that, because he thinks the SEC just be blowing out each other.
Well, I understand what he's saying because he think all y'all some bums too. You know,
He don't believe it. He just say that to make it look good. He don't believe that though.
I think he does. He's been saying it every day.
Yeah, well, I mean that's how you get to believing it when you saying it every day, I guess. Let's go to this next matchup. We got number 23 Utah traveling to undefeated BYU, going to Provo, but Utah is favored by 3.5. I mean, they're still in the same state. So I guess that home field advantage in Provo isn't the same when you play another team that also plays in the same state. 49.5 is the over and under. Can BYU go ahead and eliminate Utah from the Big 12 championship game? What's your thoughts on this matchup?
Man, this is gonna be a great one. You hear me? Uh, in the last 10 matchups, I think it's only been one game won by more than two, maybe two. I think it's two games that been won by more than 7 points. So BYU got the last two wins in the series, but before that, Utah ran off 8 straight. So we gonna see, man. This is gonna be a clash, man. But right now, I'm leaning Utah. I felt like Utah was the second best team in this conference early. I still believe that they're the second best team in this conference. Um, it's going to be tough going into BYU and winning that game. I don't think Dampier has been playing as good as he hoped to be playing. He still has turnover issues. Uh, but I like them to get this win and keep their hopes alive of possibly trying to squeak in and be that second team out of the Big 12 and make the college football playoff. Now, I think it's gonna be low scoring though. I think both teams is gonna hit the 20 marker. I don't think nobody gets above 30 though. So maybe whoever got the ball last is gonna win this game, honestly, for real. And I'm thinking that's gonna be Utah. So that's my pick. I'm rolling with Utah. And what was the spread?
3.5 favored by Utah.
Nah, ain't nothing. They ain't covering that. Nah, if they win, they're gonna win by a field goal.
Yeah, this is one of those in-state games. You know, I don't know. I like BYU at home. I think BYU wins this game, and I think they pretty much solidify second place on that in the conference behind Tech. Trying to see if those two play. No, they don't. Oh yeah, they do. BYU and Tech do play. Sorry. I think BYU beats Utah. I'm not 100% sold on Utah yet. I need to see a little more from them. I've seen a few BYU things. Like what I see from BYU. I think BYU wins. And I guess you'd call it an upset.
Yeah, whoever was at home, that's who I always felt will win this matchup. And I believe BYU is at home. So I'm gonna take them. Utah, for some reason, they left such a nasty taste in my mouth after that Texas Tech game. And I know that Texas Tech is the cream of the crop when it comes to the Big 12. But man, I just wasn't impressed by Utah at all, man. They didn't show me anything in that big game. So I'm gonna take BYU in this game at home.
SEC Sean, you did say that BYU plays Texas Tech.
Yep, 3 weeks. Well, maybe a month based on bye weeks, but yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah, what I would hate to happen is for BYU to win this game, man, and then win out, except for losing only one game to Texas Tech. It did have a rematch with them in the Big 12 championship game. I don't want to see that. So I want Utah to win this game, man. Even though I think BYU is going to win it, I would like to see Utah win it so that we don't run into that scenario.
You're still going to run into a rematch. No, not to cut you off, but you're still going to run into a rematch if Tech and Utah play again.
I know. That's what I was just about to say, too.
Okay.
I don't want to see that either.
I thought you forgot they played.
I guess I got to hope for the best case scenario to where Texas Tech be the only team that makes it into the freaking college football playoffs out of the Big 12. And then maybe we can get an extra SEC team in there just to ruffle those Big Ten guys' feathers a little bit. I'm going to go with BYU in this game, man. Let's go BYU. Get the win over your state rival, Utah, who's ranked 23rd in the country right now, favored by 3.5. I'm going with BYU. The last one we got on the slate is number 20, USC, traveling to number 13, Notre Dame. Notre Dame is favored by 9.5. The over and under is 61.5. What y'all think about that 9.5? Even though they're at home, do y'all think that's pretty high against number 20 USC, who is not a bad team? It looked like they might be rounding into shape a little bit after their win last week against Michigan. What's your thoughts on this game? Or is this travel to the Midwest going to affect them?
Yeah, that 9.5 is a little wild to me. This is one of the best offenses in college football for real. This USC offense, that offense is nice for real. But we know what Lincoln Riley do on the offensive side of the ball. What they gonna do on the, on the defensive side? Are they gonna be able to slow down Notre Dame? But I'm going USC in this game, bro. I think that offense is gonna do what they need to do. I like what I seen from that defense last week, and I like for them to keep the momentum going. And I got hopes of them making the college football playoff with this win.
Yeah, I mean, USC's got a pretty dynamic offense themselves. 4th in the nation in passing yards per game. Top, I think, 20 in rushing yards per game. I mean, Notre Dame's defense, has found itself, I think. This is going to be their first true, real test since in A&M. So we'll learn a lot more about Notre Dame in this game, but I think Notre Dame wins. I think Notre Dame's going to run the ball. I don't think USC can stop the rushing attack. I think the quarterback from Notre Dame, Carr, has gotten better and better and better every week. I like Notre Dame, and I like Notre Dame to cover the 9.5.
Yeah, I'm taking Notre Dame too, man. Shit, USC lost to Illinois. Illinois had somebody drop 63 on their head. And then Ohio State beat them down like they were some scrubs. Man, USC, get out of here, man. You about to get thumped by Notre Dame. I got Notre Dame winning. I think Notre Dame understands they can't afford to lose no games. And anybody coming in their house, they're not losing to them. USC, you're a bottom dweller or middle of the pack, or you mid in the Big Ten. I'm taking Notre Dame. I'm taking them to cover that 9.5 because I don't think USC's ready for that physicality. Let's go, Fighting Irish.
Listen, fellas, Marcus Freeman and that Notre Dame team, they want to make the players ball. They know what they have to do. They got to stand on business. I don't know if y'all been watching Notre Dame lately, but that defense is playing up to expectations. And that offense, I'm going to say this. I believe Notre Dame has the better offense. I believe USC got the better passing receivers. But I think, all in all, Notre Dame has the better offense. The weather is going to play a factor in this game. It's supposed to get soggy and wet. I think that that's advantage Notre Dame in that running game. I'll pick Notre Dame to win, and they're going to win by 2 touchdowns. Leonard Moore is the best safe or cover corner in the nation. I believe he's going to travel with Mekhi Lemon. Again, one thing you'll see after this game is you'll see either CJ Carr or Jeremiah Love solidify their names in the Heisman race. Give me the Irish at home.
All right. Anything else y'all want to talk about before we wrap up? We just right at an hour and 12 minutes. Anything else y'all want to cover? We covered all the games that we had on the slate. Are there any other games out there that interest you that make you feel like, man, this game might have some kind of implications in their conference, or it might have some implications on a college football playoff?
I'm good. Hey, I do want to mention though, your boy Brian out with the sciatic thing, man. He ain't focused, man. We need to get rid of him. Bruh.
I mean, I'm in agreement with y'all. I think y'all should have did something to go ahead and send him packing, but I don't know. I don't know what the organization is thinking about. I think they should have sent him packing, let him go find him somewhere else to lay his eggs.
Hey, Rob.
What's happening?
Do y'all know who leads college football in passing yards?
Nope.
That is, I'll tell y'all, that is Mr. Sawyer Robertson, quarterback.
Oh, yeah, Baylor. Yeah.
I still think once the draft process comes in, you're going to see that kid move in the first round. If you haven't seen him throw a ball, you're missing a treat.
Who you think gonna win that game post game? They play TCU.
Man, you know I love me some Sawyer Robertson, and I took Baylor on the money line.
That's the top 2 passing quarterbacks in college football. Robertson from Baylor, Hoover from TCU.
Word? Yeah, that's gonna be a fun game, man.
That game, I'm taking the over right now. 85, 82. 85, 82.
Hey, what's the you got the over under?
Let me look. I'll get it to you. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, Baylor only has some defense, man. They would probably be right up there at the top of the Big 12, man. But their defense is porous.
What do you think the over under is, Zay?
65.
66 and a half.
I was close.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, you might as well go get you a job at one of those places, man.
Man, hey, once I get the couple stacks that I need, and the stacks is the number where I need, I'm done. I'm telling you, I'm going full sports betting mode.
I'm going full sports betting mode.
What I do. mean, there's some other interesting games. Just nothing that's really gonna, I mean, Texas, Kentucky, who cares? Oklahoma, South Carolina, who cares?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a fun game.
I threw some games in the chat. What was they?
I'll tell you a game that could be really entertaining to watch for a few different reasons. Mississippi State and Florida.
Man, that's a bottom dwelling game, man. What are we talking about?
Fun to watch. It could just be a fun game to watch.
You're right, though.
How that game's going to go. I just think with everything going on at Florida, Mississippi State, what they're doing. I mean, I don't know. That's one of those games that's kind of piquing my interest, just to kind of flip over and check in on every now and then.
What time they play?
I want to say 2:30, but I could
Oh
be
no,
wrong.
it's over for me. I ain't gonna be able to watch them. But I did throw this game in the chat too.
Oh, it's actually 4:15.
That's a crazy time slot. But
it's on the SEC network.
Oh, okay. But that UNLV Boise State game,
yeah,
got playoff implications.
Yeah.
UNLV is undefeated, so they fighting Tulane and Memphis.
Oh, wow,
Yeah, UNLV is undefeated. They fighting Tulane and Memphis. I mean, not Tulane and Memphis, but USF and Memphis for that who can get that bid for that playoff. So that game mean a lot. That style points count, bro. They gotta beat them down. They're gonna have to beat them down. I think Boise State gonna make it interesting though.
Yeah, you did have that in
Boise
the
State's actually favored.
Oh, really?
You said Boise State what?
I think Boise State's actually favored.
Yeah, they might be. They at home, ain't they? It's hard to go on Boise State and win.
I know. Let me see. I'm trying to find the line on it real quick. Man, where is it?
And that's still one of the best group of 5 programs. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't just disrespect them. You know what I mean?
Who they got coming in behind Mad Max? Is Mad Max is this his last year?
I think so. They got Malachi Nelson. He a former 5-star. He trash though.
Malachi Nelson.
Yeah, he used to be at
No, he transferred. He played for somebody else. He played against Texas.
He went to UTEP.
UTEP, yeah.
He did transfer to UTEP. I don't know who behind him then.
Boise is favored by 12.5.
Oh, snap. Are you serious?
Yep. Over and under 62.5.
Damn. That's word. That's crazy.
I think I saw that earlier when I was looking through what I wanted to bet on this weekend, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to.
That's a lot, bro.
Yeah, 12.5 is crazy.
Yeah, we talking about an undefeated team too, though. Like this.
I'm trying to see. I mean, I know they ain't played nobody, but
I mean, you can't say they ain't played nobody because they probably played teams on their level. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, UNLV did beat UCLA.
That ain't really saying nothing.
Well, no.
It is now.
Man, it's a different. It was a different team then, though. It definitely, they definitely like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They don't seem to play a lot of defense.
Yeah.
God. 51-48, 41-38, 38-31. Oh my God. Yeah, might have to
but they play football in Idaho though, Sean, and they play football in Wyoming.
Yeah, I know. We had a running back out of my high school that I coached at go to Wyoming. Yep. Sam Houston was a former national champion in what is it, the FBS? Sam Houston State down in Texas in Huntsville.
Yeah.
How they made the move up, and now they're terrible. Their head coach is actually the former head coach there is the head coach at U of H, in Houston. Willie Fritz.
Yeah. I've heard his name mentioned a couple of times on Texas football.
Yeah.
Heard
No,
him
you got to
mention
watch. I want to watch Cincinnati out of that Big 12 too. They're kind of just lurking around there sneakily, just kind of hanging around, doing their thing.
Yeah. What's their
Yeah,
record?
what they schedule look like?
Zay, I'm gonna need you to get your questions lined up sooner. Let me go find it real quick. Hold on. They got Oklahoma State this week.
No, they're gonna thump
Oh
them.
yeah, I got that on the ticket. Yep, I got that on the ticket.
They're 5-1, undefeated in Big 12.
Oh, they only lost to Nebraska. That's their only loss first
Yeah.
game of the season. Wow.
Right.
Looking like a good win, Nebraska.
It doesn't look like a bad loss either. Lose by 3 at home. I mean, to Nebraska. They got Oklahoma State, then Baylor, then Utah out of their schedule. Never mind. Because they go Baylor, Utah, Cincinnati, or Baylor, Utah, Arizona, BYU, TCU.
Oh yeah, they about to get their skull cracked. Like 3 of them games.
They finna get broke back down real quick. But that's a spoiler team. So
hey, but it's hard to predict the Big 12. So I don't know. You never know.
We've said it all along. That's what scares me about the A&M game coming up. Going on the road in any conference, ACC, Big Ten, it doesn't matter what conference. Going on the road is never an easy thing.
That's true. That's true.
So we're going to see what happens. I'm going to be locked in 2:30. I'm going to be locked in.
No, I was just saying, I said that plenty of times on this podcast. It's never easy to win on nobody's home field. Never. Now there's exceptions to that rule, but in general, it's hard to beat somebody on their home field.
Right. I mean, like this weekend, Texas going to Kentucky shouldn't be a problem. Oklahoma.
Oh, they about to have their hands full.
Probably though. Kentucky do play some kind of defense. They just can't score. But Oklahoma going to Carolina, even then though, South Carolina's a tough place to play at. That Williams-Brice Stadium is crazy.
I remember a couple of years ago when Spencer Rattler was their quarterback, man, and Tennessee went in there. I was down in Rock Hill, South Carolina, man, and we went to a restaurant, pizza joint, and this pizza joint was packed with people watching this game. And Spencer Rattler in South Carolina put it on Tennessee, a really good Tennessee team that year. And that year, South Carolina was not that good, man. So to y'all's point, you go in somebody else's backyard, man, and they're going to give you a fight. That's for sure. That's for sure. And I think Kentucky's going to give Texas a good fight. Texas will be without their starting center, and they're going to be without C.J. Baxter again. So it's going to be all on Trey Wisner. Of course, Jared Gibson hit the portal. So it's just going to be Trey Wisner, Christian Clark, and the true freshman, James Simon. So that's going to be tough sled, man. If one of those running backs go down, if this Trey go down, because he got banged up a little bit in that last game against Oklahoma, if he go down, then you want 2 guys with very, very, very little experience with a messed up line as it is. So it's going to be a tough one, man. And Kentucky's going to always play somebody tough every year. And Texas just might be that team that they give a real tough contest to. Well, anything else y'all want to cover before we get out of here?
We tend to.
I got Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I don't eat that soggy stuff, man.
You got Kentucky just to cover or to win outright?
Man, they about to win, bro.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just playing, man. I ain't.
Call me after this, please. Call me. I got somebody I need to talk to.
Nah, I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing.
Yeah, I know. I'd laugh. You might as well just go ahead and not get on here if that happens, Robert.
Hey, nah, listen though, man, we done seen crazier things happen this
I
year.
know you have. You'll
We
see it.
see, yeah,
We done
Yeah.
seen crazier things happen, bro.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, anything. I've seen Georgia go into Kentucky and lose. You know, I mean, you've seen stranger things. I mean, anything can happen. It just, what's the weather going to be like? You know, those are big things. I think it's supposed to rain up there
supposed to
Saturday.
rain. Yeah, it's supposed to
Yeah.
rain. Yeah.
And
Supposed to
Kentucky likes to
rain.
play defense and run the ball.
They are planning to run, and we're gonna be without Murad Watson too, one of the defensive tackles. So I mean, we deep at the defensive tackle position, but that's still somebody that we're gonna need to give us 25 plays.
Y'all
You know,
defense ain't nothing to worry about. Y'all's
there it is.
defense is fine.
Yeah, the defense. Yeah. I sure hope so. I hope they done corrected their mistakes that they had against Florida because Florida made them look bad, man.
They
I hope that was
overlooked.
an
They just
outlier.
they walked in and thought that logo on the side of them helmets that looks like this. Oh, sorry, like this. They thought that it was gonna be good enough to beat that Florida team. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And Florida's not. They're not good, but that's still a proud traditional program down there, and they,
Right.
you know, so it is what it is. We'll see what happens this weekend. Hopefully, ain't neither one of us crying come Monday.
I know that's right. Who y'all got, Zay?
We got
Wisconsin. I got
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then a bye and then Penn State.
So y'all got like 3 buys in a row.
Yeah.
Man, nah, you still got to play the
I
games.
know
SEC.
you do. I'm just giving you shit. You know, I'm just giving you crap. You know that.
I mean, you never know, man. Maybe with a new interim coach in there. Who's the interim coach for Penn State now?
That's a good
I don't
question.
know, but I always tell y'all I don't like playing teams after their coach get fired.
Oh, no, because
Yeah.
that team stands up. And I don't know if was it the OC or it had to maybe the DC.
No,
I
the
don't know.
DC just for getting there. I don't know if they would have put him there.
That's the only side of the ball that's been playing any good though.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Who is?
Yeah, my focus is on the Badgers right now, y'all.
Right, that's me.
I can't really tell you much about Penn State right now. I got 2 weeks to study them.
Man, that's Coach Speak. That's Coach Speak, Zay.
Hey, I'm Coach Zay though. You know what I'm saying? I'm Coach Zay. I coach my guys now. You feel what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at him. I do the same thing.
Yeah, you sound like Parlay Pro.
Hey, why you think really it's hard to watch the games like at Hollywood or something? We gotta be in front of our TVs. You feel because you gotta coach through the TV. You know, sometimes you gotta call the people that's in the booth in the at halftime and be like, "Hey man, y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to be doing." And you ever notice sometime a switch get flipped? I'm just saying, it's the energy in the universe.
Okay, we're gonna go with that.
Who is
All
their
right,
head
y'all.
coach?
Well, hopefully we see each other again on Saturday morning, man. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to be on Saturday morning. I got some moving to do. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be on Saturday morning, but I'm gonna at least be there from the beginning. I might have to end the show though.
Rob, you moving to South Bend, aren't you?
I'm not moving. My daughter bought a house not too far from where I stay, and so we're moving her items on Saturday from her apartment to her home. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
Terry Smith.
Oh, that's the man. He gonna get the job. Hey, he gonna get the job if he do well. That's
You
the
think
DB
so?
coach. Yeah, he been there forever. He the DB coach.
Is he the DB coach?
No, he knew
He's a
because
position.
we just got that DB coach came to Texas. He left Penn State.
Listen, he coached safeties or something.
Yeah, he might be a
he's
safety guy. Yeah,
he's a position group coach though. He's been at Penn State
yeah.
for forever. They love him over there. He a Penn State guy.
He was a DB, and now he was for the past like 3 years. He's been the recruiting coordinator and the associate head coach over there.
Okay, yeah. He might
Former
get that
wide
job.
receiver. Former wide receiver from Penn State.
He might get that job, man. He might have a leg up on it.
Yeah, I think it's him or Matt Rule.
Man,
Matt Rule played there too.
I'm starting to hear Urban Meyer's name.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard Drinkowitz out of Missouri.
Eli, okay.
I heard Kiffin for Florida.
Mullen.
Florida, there's some people with some know that I talked to that said they got Florida has 3 names on their list. And it's Kiffin first, the Indiana coach, Signetti.
It's over for him. Cross him out.
Florida can buy that contract out. And then Drinkowitz also for that one.
Hey, do y'all think Penn State has pretty enough women for Urban Meyer to come down there?
Man, why you gotta be a fool, man? You ain't gotta be a fool, bro. You ain't gotta do that post game. Come on, man. It was one incident, dog.
Well, I mean, if Florida's open, Urban could go back there and take Bobby Petrino, and there ain't no telling what would go on in that school.
Hey, one thing I know is pretty women everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
That's it. We see what happens.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what's going to happen with this coaching carousel, man, because once it drop, man, you're going to see all kinds of movement, man. All kinds of movement. We about to end the show, T.Y. Will, you ain't coming in, bro.
Yo, that's it.
this late dude coming in here at the last hour.
I'm working, man. I just wanted to come and say hi. That's it. I'm gonna have to go and watch it as I'm working. I'm still working, man. Y'all know it don't stop.
I told you catching up with Mossberg and Zay, man, with all these jobs, man.
Oh, I got another one coming too. I got a new job.
Dude, you always in the one ads.
Man. Hey, it's crucial too. It's critical.
I feel you, man. Hey, get it while you young, man. I used to do that too. Now I'm only down to 2 jobs.
Man, you still got like 4 jobs, bro. You got to stop doing that on this stream. You still got like 4 jobs.
Nah, I got 2 jobs in this.
This is considered a job, so now you move to 5.
All right, there it is. We're gonna go with 5.
One job. That's all I can answer. One job. That's all I need.
Hey, I heard Rob been working for the federal government since Obama appointed him in 2008.
Not me. Not me.
I ain't heard that one, man.
Hey, listen, I don't do politics, bro. I don't do politics.
It's 10-7 Pittsburgh.
What's the second quarter?
Yeah, 4:15 left in the first half.
Oh, yeah. Let's get out of here, y'all.
All right, y'all. I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow, man, and hopefully we see everybody on Saturday morning for what we got going on there for another edition of What's Happening in College Football.
I'll host it.
I'll try to be on.
I'll host it.
All right, cool. Yeah, if you can host it, that'd be great.
Yeah,
all right.
I'll try. I don't know what the wife's got planned for me yet.
It's your birthday?
My birthday's Tuesday.
Okay. Well, happy birthday. We'll get you again on your day.
I'll be I actually get to be there's a podcast called That SEC Podcast.
Yeah.
I get to they have people come on. I'm gonna be their guest picker next week.
Hey, send us the link.
Yeah, send us the link. Well, I'd like to check that out.
You go on YouTube, go to SEC Podcast.
Yeah, just send us the link. We try to support you, brother. Meet us halfway.
It's called the SEC Podcast.
Yeah, I don't know that I'll be on there making the picks, but my picks will be on there.
On there, yeah. Okay.
I don't know how it's going to work yet because they're doing it through an email, so they may just send me the games and then I do my picks and then they give them out. I don't know yet.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go look them up real quick, then.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it. They're funny. They're just 2 dudes from one's a Tennessee. They're both Tennessee fans, but dude, they get on there and they just talk trash. Just don't have kids around when you're listening to them because they drinking beer and whiskey and.
Oh yeah! Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they need to let me join.
They're on every day. They're on 2 times a day every day.
Yeah.
Ask them if they want a little Big Ten country to come to the podcast.
No, they hate the Big Ten on there. I promise. They've had a couple of guys. They got guys popping in from the chat talking about the Big Ten, and they just shut them down. It's pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're a pretty good little group. They're pretty funny to watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna check them out. All right, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and get out of here, man, and enjoy the rest of our evening. And we'll be back again on Saturday morning for another edition of What's Happening in College Football.
Yes, sir.
Y'all have a good one.
All right. Peace out.
All right, Pete.